So we are here now to talk about Churchill Resources, our gold, silver, antimony property in central Newfoundland. It's host to two historic producers, the Cross Cove antimony mine, the Stewart gold mine. So on the Dawn spectrum of exploration, producer, and so on, this is actually pre-exploration, pre-discovery exploration, although we do have the advantage of being on the site of two former producing mines from the turn of the last century. It is a polymetallic stoppered vein system with the strategic value of antimony that we see as a key to unlock gold and silver potential. The first ever exploration program on the property concluded end of December. We see high-grade antimony at our intersections, and we've discovered a new gold-silver antimony system. Got great catalyst for 2026. We've got a good treasury, $3 million in the bank. We're listed on the venture, 300 million shares outstanding. We've raised $8 million since July. Huge trading range. That's a view of the historical adit on our property. It's a window into time, back into Canada's history. The leadership team is me. Paul Sobey is in the booth. He can answer your technical questions about the property. We have equity in this deal. We are meaningful investors, all of us, first and foremost. I will tell you quickly about antimony. Indispensable for defense industry. You cannot fire a bullet without antimony. It's essential for the ordnance ignition. Small market size, 100,000 tons per year, but dominated, like all these critical mineral stories, by non-market actors. Where's European supply? Where's North American supply going to come from? Well, European supply, where is it? It's sitting in the wheat fields of Ukraine because of the heavy reliance of shells in that conflict. On the right-hand side, history is returning. The Gutenberg's printing press, which ushered in the Enlightenment, was a technology that derived from antimony, lead, and tin. The antimony cools when it expands and performs as a nice for mold formation. Niche market, but essential quality. What that means is suppliers dictate global industrial policy at very low cost. $10 billion market, and China can stop production. An intrusive licensing regime was put in place in October, replacing the export ban. So basically what that means is no antimony is leaving China without Beijing's permission. So your blueprint for your drone, getting your fire retardants in the drone, the IR sensors, they want to see the blueprint of that, and they want to see the supply chain mapped out. And that's not acceptable. And unlike the rare earths, this was long forecasted decline in supply that has materialized that China, too, is seeking security of supply, and North America has no primary antimony production. And most exploration that you're seeing in North America is low-grade and a byproduct of gold mining. And that takes us to Canada. You may not know this. We didn't know this 2 years ago because nobody was looking at antimony beyond the specialist folks in the industry. But Atlantic Canada was a historically meaningful producer of antimony through the Beaverbrook Mill and the Lake George Mill mine, 5%. Each of them of global production, and we believe that Newfoundland can be returned to its rightful place as an antimony supplier. Infrastructure in Newfoundland is obviously phenomenal. Our property is there at the top on the eastern edge of Notre Dame Bay. Tidewater, hydro, et cetera, just excellent. We spent the time since April when we optioned in this property, 6 months of continuous nonstop exploration. Concluding with a 5,000 meter drill program, which we concluded the Friday before Christmas with a wildcat drill hole into a gold prospect on the property called Palmley Cove Pond. We've delivered half the assay results, roughly, less than half from our 5,000 meter program. The rest of the drill results is expected imminently. Cross Cove, the historic mine, you can see we've got a lower adit, the upper adit, filled in shafts, and basically what we've been doing in this program is just tracing the historic workings along strike. Trenching 50 meters below surface, 100 meters below surface, 100 meter spacings, over 800 meters, roughly, give or take, so very shallow. And that program has revealed high-grade, high-tenor antimony, albeit narrow for the time being, but we are extremely early in the program. But this is perhaps the most important slide I'm going to leave you with today. On the property, we have a new gold system discovered. As you know, or may not know, the etymology of antimony is antimonos. It means never alone. Antimony can be pathfinder to gold. Traditionally, you didn't want to find antimony because it was a problem. But we are seeing the metal zonation across our property from the Frost Cove mine to the west at a site called Palmley Cove Pond. We're seeing antimony, gold, and silver. Then we're seeing silver and gold. And then we're seeing gold and silver just by itself without any antimony. Rich in arsenopyrite. And as part of our 5,000 meter program, we dedicated half of it to the antimony at Frost Cove and the rest to this polymetallic piece. And concluded it, as I said, the Friday before Christmas in a snowstorm with a wildcat hole underneath some trenches that we drilled, high-grade gold and silver at the surface. Come by the booth, you'll see our soils. They light up for gold and silver here around the pond, and we're looking forward to see those results. Canada and the G7, you're watching the news, you're seeing the news out of Davos. National security legislation is being utilized in Australia, in the United States, and in Canada to stockpile critical minerals for offtakes. They're looking for price floors. They're looking to see announcements by PDAC, and they're looking for projects that are coming into production within under 5 years. For us, on the antimony side, small footprint, high grade means low capex. It means speed to market, around which we can have a seed asset with plenty of permitted facilities in the province. For the niche metals, unlike gold, unlike copper, you need to understand the supply chain from start to finish, from supply to offtake, and there's a race on right now to be the winner in that supply chain race. And the value to whoever wins that race is going to be absolutely phenomenal. But levered on top of that, we have our gold, silver potential. So, quick review. High-grade historic antimony producer, Central Newfoundland, antimony, gold, silver, and lead and zinc. We've completed our 5,000 meter program. We have $3 million in the bank. Drill costs are about $200 a meter, so we can certainly get underway with that program. Where do we fit on Don's profile exploration, discovery, production? We are pre-discovery exploration, so where's the discovery hole? We are looking for that discovery hole here, and we've got the right team because we've done this before. We've been in this. Discovery exploration is what we love, but we have the advantage of working within the historic mine and the advantages they provide. And I will mention as well, we own two 100% owned nickel projects. We don't talk about them because people are not interested in nickel, but rest assured the nickel price will return.